Good morning, everybody. Alright, hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. We are in Sacramento right now on the south side of town on Highway 99 heading northbound. We're near the 47th Street exit. Not very far away from US 50. 47th Street. I used to use this exit a lot when I drove for Sear, England, because there's a XPO slash Conway. Well, they used to be known as Conway XPO logistics facility off that street that was off that exit that I used to always go to. Alright, anyway, we got ourselves a load of chicken from the Tyson plant in Waldron, Arkansas. I mentioned there while I was still at our mothership that I could not vlog the pickup for this load because last time I was there they had reservations about me having video footage of their site up on my channel. So again, apologize for that, but yeah, anyway, it's what we have there is that chicken load. We're going to be delivering it to a customer here on the north end of Sacramento. It'll be a customer is just a little bit north of I-80 and east of I-5. If that helps you with the neighborhood. I can't even remember the name of the customer. I got the placeholder on my map, so I know where to find it. But damned if I can remember what the name of the customer is. So just look at the video title. That'll tell you who it is. Alright, so I'm running on recaps with this load. I ended up running my first shift. I only took it to El Reno, Oklahoma. I had originally planned on taking it as deep as I could into, I think, get into like New Mexico somewhere, but ended up just saying, you know, I'm tired and I'm just going to go ahead and stop in El Reno. I was close enough where I could get there in 3 more shifts anyway, and my HOS was going to prevent me from doing a heck of a lot anyway. So, yeah, as it was, next shifts I ran, I think a little over, no, I don't even think I ran 600 miles the next shift because I didn't, yeah, I think I didn't have the hours or something, I don't remember. Or maybe I stopped by choice, or no, yeah, I ran out my clock. I was there like 40 minutes left on my 70-hour clock when I stopped in Casablanca, New Mexico. Parked right next to my good friend Brian. I woke up to a bunch of his recruiting business cards here on my window. We're getting on to US 50 right now. By the way, it's 50 goes right around the south side of downtown Sacramento. I'm going to get on to I-5 northbound and then get back on eastbound 80 because it's easier to get over to the customer doing that than to take 99 and 80 business route up to 80. Hopefully I can get on the westbound side by staying in this lane. Yeah, we're good. Alright, so this customer though, it's from what I saw online, they actually do have a staging area right in front of the guard shack. It doesn't look like a huge one, but there's definitely enough parking there. And from what I gather from the reviews, you can park overnight there. But once you're empty, you're expected to leave and get off the property. Yesterday, I ended up shutting down in Livingston, California at the TA there because I was only barely over 100 miles away from the customer. I didn't want to deal with up here all the way. Come on, car, you gotta go by me because my lane's ending and I don't want you camping out next to me. It slid over now. Shit. Yeah, kind of a catch-22 there because of that. Like my thing said my lane was ending, so I was expecting that I was gonna, and now it's kind of, maybe I'd be better off staying over here. Because we're not going to be on Highway 50 very long before we're getting on northbound 5. Anyway, yeah, seems to be an overall likable place to go to. Yeah, like I say, you can park overnight there, but once you're empty, you're expected to leave, and it sounds like there's plenty of room to back as well. Hit and miss on the timeliness, but most of the people say that it's, they're fairly punctual about unloading their stuff, so it sounds like they're on the better side overall from what I'm gathering. Anyway, I have another thing I want to talk about that was very interesting. That I read about on the way over here yesterday, or listening to, and that was a case of a woman in Charlotte. This is going to be more of interest for the women who watch my channel, especially, I would imagine. The woman in Charlotte ended up giving birth to a healthy baby the day after she found out she was pregnant. Yeah, you got that right. One day after she knew she was pregnant, she was giving birth to a full-term baby. So that begs the question, well, how in the hell is that possible? How does someone not know they're pregnant? I mean, you miss your periods and stuff. All right, well, okay, so let me give you a little bit of background on this. The woman was in, I guess, her early 40s, or around 40-ish, whatever it was. And I guess her family, all the women in her family had a history of going into menopause early, like in the early 40s or whatever. So she started missing periods and thinking that, oh, it's her turn to go through the change. So she didn't think much of anything of it. And, I guess she wasn't like much of and then also she thought she was unable to have kids because she had a condition called polycystic ovarian disease, this disorder or whatever they call it. Sounds like a bunch of ovarian cysts is what it sounds like to me, just based on the name of it. That made her believe that she was not capable of having kids, because a lot of the people with PCOD can't have kids. Or she was able to get pregnant a couple of times, but she miscarried early both times with them. So yeah, she was like, how in the hell could this be possible? So I kind of understand that. Shut up. Not even on a freaking line, and your stupid ass is trying to tell me I'm on a line. So anyway, yeah, she was having symptoms, but like I said, she had no reason to believe that she was pregnant, even though she, I guess, was sexually involved with somebody who she was very close to at some point, or from childhood or whatever, around the right time. But she had no reason to think she was pregnant, and then even when she went to a couple of doctors, the doctors didn't even question her about it, or maybe they did, but believed her when she said, dude, get out of my lane. So anyway, yeah, she goes to, and then she didn't have medical insurance from what it sounds like too, so that's another concern. So she ends up going to like a free clinic, whatever, and the doctor there referred her to an obstetrician. And then she goes to the obstetrician, and because she thinks that she's got like a malignant mass or something, she thought she was going to get told she had like some nasty case of cancer or something. And I-80 only 1 mile away, by the way, here. She goes in there, and I guess they start doing, I don't know if they did a CT scan or their plan was to do a CT and ultrasound. I don't know which of the two they were doing, but basically they're all quiet, and then they leave for a bit, for a while, whatever, and then they come back, and the doctor comes back and tells her, yeah, we found something on your your test, whatever. And she's thinking they're going to tell her that she's got this really massive cancer tumor. Let me get my Zoom bit there. Shit, I didn't even bother to. Alright, I think. To make sure I'm going to turn on the right street. I didn't do a very good job of trip planning the streets once I'm off the freeway. It's pretty sure I know which. We'll see. Alright. Fingers crossed. I know I'll be on the right neighborhood at least, so we'll at least have that. The very first exit's the one we're going to get off at. Anyway, the doctor comes in and tells her, yeah, you have a baby in there. And she's like, what? You're like no way. Like, how can this be? And she honestly had no idea. You know, and yeah, she didn't even gain weight like most pregnant women do. I guess she actually lost a little bit. She actually weighed like 230 or something like that before she was even pregnant or whatever. And then by the time she went in to have this looked at or found, she was like in the 220s. So she'd actually lost a little bit of weight. Kind of reminds me of my second son, Bradley. Bradley likes to watch my channel. You see him commenting a lot. Galaxy World Keys is his YouTube name. Actually, there's three left turn lanes here, so I'm gonna get into the outer one because I will be making a right turn up the road, not very far. Anyway, my son Bradley, when he was conceived, my then wife and I were talking about not even having kids because we weren't sure. We weren't sure if we really wanted to deal with the hassle of having another difficult child, because my other son, Christian, was anything but easy to deal with, and when it came to a lot of stuff, you know, it just threw up a lot and didn't want to hold his own bottle and other stuff. It's just, yeah, I was an infant. It was like, oh man, I don't know if I can handle two of him. I love Christian. He's my buddy, and he watches my channel all the time too. But let's call a spade, all right? He was definitely not easy to deal with as a baby. It still takes work. But yeah, Bradley. Now, my wife, she already had irregular periods. So it wasn't uncommon for her to miss a period anyway, and you know, so we ended up, long story short, because I'm really short on time here, is my ex, we go to the doctor thinking that she had maybe she had ovarian cysts or something, because she was having pains in her, you know, in her reproductive region as well. That make maybe problem with like fallopian tube or ovaries or something like that. And so we go to the doctor and they end up doing a CT scan on her at the hospital. And on the way back home from the hospital, I remember she gets a phone call, and it's this first street right here, I believe is where we can turn. I'm trying to read these other signs though. Bicycles use sidewalk, right? Yeah, I'm up here, and I think it's up on that Arena Boulevard, the next street up. I think that's the one that the entrance is, or no, it's actually on this street if I remember. Alright, anyway though, we're on the way back home from the hospital, and she gets a phone call, and I'm looking, and kind of glancing, whatever, and then she said, okay, well, you know, basically, well, thanks for letting me know, and like, what the hell, like, we were thinking the same thing. She was gonna get told she had cancer or something, and then she's like pausing for a bit there. Is this my entrance right here? Yeah, it looks like my entrance right here. I see the Raley sign right here, and I see trucks parked over here. So, yeah, all trucks, the outer lane here. Oh yeah, I see. There's plenty of space there. Only I've not very many trucks in the lot there either. And this other truck is coming in behind me, a day camper. Anyway, then she goes, yeah, because she had her sunglasses on too, and I'm trying to tell if she's trying to avoid laughing or avoid crying. But and all of a sudden she goes, "You remember that second kid we were talking about?" And I started busting up laughing. I thought it was the most hilarious thing I'd ever heard. When she told me that. So it just blew my mind that could even be what happened there. Well, then a short time later, she ends up getting an ultrasound done while I was at work. Wait on this other truck. I can't tell what he's up to. So it turns out she was already 5 months along by the time we even had any idea that she was pregnant. Come on, back up already. Shit, man. How long do I have to have my foot on this damn throttle before it actually reacts? This is a really wide spot here. My tandem's over more toward the center, and there we go. Come on. Alright, so also since we're talking about the customer here earlier, I did see comments in some of the reviews suggesting that you can check in early and that they will take you early. Someone said up to 3 hours early you can check in. My appointment time's at 8 o'clock, which is an hour from now, so I'm going to go ahead and get checked in. I guess you walk your bills up to the guard shack, which is right over here to my left. You saw it right in front of us on the way in here. So yeah, let's see how things go from here. Alright guys, finally got a door assignment. It is 8:43 though, so been here over an hour. I've been off duty for an hour and 43. However, yeah, as long as, it may be taking a while to get into a dock door, but from what I'm hearing, I have two friends who have been here before, and both of them say that they're fast to unload, so should be, I assume it'll be a good enough experience once we're in there. There will be a lumper fee to pay. We're going to, come on, let me change my status already. Shit, it takes a little bit longer. Alright, we're going to be docking in door 5. This guy at the front of the pack, I think, is creeping in, and we're going to probably be stuck at his speed, but we'll see. I don't know. 68 degrees. I'm going to have to take my hoodie off, too. It's pretty nice here. Alright, the guard right now, this is the guard right here, guard shack, whatever. She was actually very pleasant. Younger, I don't know, younger than me, I would say, black lady. Very nice. She even was apologetic for the delay, whatever, because the guy who was in front of me checking in, it took a bit of time there. That's all good, you know. So good experience there. I know there were a couple of, 1 or 2 reviews I had read about where they complained about the guards being rude or something, but no, this lady was definitely nice. Okay, this is door 74, so it looks like it goes down in number from there, from what I can tell. So I think Yeah, I think we're going to end up following these other trucks down, docking in the neighborhood where they're going. I see a sign up here saying doors 100 through 147. We'll figure out where door 5 is. I don't know. It's I'm not looking for door 105. He told me door 5, not 105. Let me get my four-ways on. So I don't know if we're going to be docking in on the north end of this side here, or if we're going to move over to the other side of the building. I'll find out here. Raley's drop trailer here is in door 30. Yeah, we might be down here by this guy here, because yeah, this is door 20. They even have numbers here to, yeah, from what I can tell, we're going to be on near the end here on this side. So yeah, look like he's setting up for over here. Yeah, I should end up over there by where those, let me go ahead and open my door since we're here waiting on him anyway. Alright, I do have load locks inside the trailer, and they do want us to remove the load locks before we bump the dock, so what I'll go ahead and do is, yeah, I'm going to be right next to that Raley's drop trailer over here. That drop trailer is door 4. Okay, so I'm going to get close to the dock door, and then I'll climb out, I'll jump out and pull my load locks out. Tons of room here. A little bit wide there, but plenty of time for me to straighten it back out. Oh, yeah, I should be able to square back up just about at the right time there. No, it might have been a little bit premature there. We are actually, I think I just bumped the dock right there, right at the same time I was getting ready to pull forward. Alright, so I'll get the load locks out of there and finish bumping it, and I'll be good here. I think the lumper will come out to your truck, tell you how much the fee is and all that kind of stuff from my understanding here. So as far as I know, yeah, actually they take the bills from you and everything from right here, from my understanding. Alright guys, we are already done. It is 9:41 local time, so I was in the door for what, right around an hour total. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get my load locks put back in the trailer, turn the reefer unit off and all that kind of crap, and we'll get out of here. Alright guys, we are ready to pull out of here now. I don't know if they want to check the back of the trailer on the way out of here, so but I went ahead and closed the doors anyway. They seem to be pretty prompt about stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and just, yeah, I went ahead and closed my doors. Oops, he's going to pull forward. Let me see. Alright, I'm going to go ahead. I don't have a pre-plan yet. So my plan is I'll probably just go over to the 49er. It's a very short distance from here. I can always get my trailer washed out over there. I see that they left a couple of airbags in the front of the trailer, and you know, I'm gonna go ahead and just get it washed out over there. And then I can get free parking because of the washout as well. So if I end up staying there long enough to need to pay for parking anyway, so at least that's what I recall the process being there. I'm not sure what they do with this guard shack here. I guess they don't use it anymore or something. I don't know. It seems like, because I walked up to it first and there's a restroom in that guard shack that you can use, but apparently they don't use the shack itself. Everybody uses this side now, it seems. All in all, good experience here. Just like everybody said, yeah, they are fast to unload. They said only in the door for about an hour. Oh. Need this or I'm gonna Alright, so like I said, since I don't know where I'm going yet, I'm just gonna go ahead and go do the 49er. Go get washed out there, maybe have a bite to eat or something in the area, whether it's across the street at Black Bear Diner or their own restaurant, whatever the case might be. Just show you what we're dealing with there. I'm going to try to make the video, keep it reasonably short for you as always, so shut up. I ended up running over the curb there, but as long as I didn't help run over that rock. Alright, looks like we're going to be making a left turn. Get that side guard crap turned off so we don't have to keep listening to. Oh, there are three left turn lanes again. That's not used to seeing that. I'm used to seeing two. Oh yeah, and if you do get here early, yeah, let's say you want to park in their staging lot overnight or something. There's a lot of stuff here, as you see here. I got In-N-Out Burger. Short distance away, Home Depot, Walmart, PetSmart, Ross, Home Goods, Staples, a 16-screen movie theater, it looks like. And I know there's some other stuff around here. I see something over here on the right that looks like it's probably a restaurant. Somebody in the review said something about a steakhouse as well nearby. So, yeah, all very short distance. I'm almost seeing McDonald's, Ruby's, something, or I can't tell. Something along that line on my map. Lots here. It's really, I definitely would come back to this place, and knowing what all is here, I would absolutely even stay overnight there, and yeah, especially like if you want to go to the theater or something, who knows. Alright, we're going to get on westbound 80. The very first exit after I-5 is El Camino. That's where we're getting off at to go over to the 49er. It's a Pilot affiliate. They have a washout, they have a truck wash there. They have a dedicated washout lane as well. So, yeah, but it's pretty common where you get drivers who are just in line for regular truck washes will block you, if I remember right. So, yeah, they don't know the difference. Alright, see if we can make our way over before we get forced onto I-5. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been to the 49er. I'm not the hugest fan of staying there long. It's actually a pain in the ass even getting into the parking lot there, because you have to go into the fuel island side, which can be it's sometimes even difficult just to even get into the lot that the fuel island is in. go around the front end of the fuel island and go through the guard shack there, the toll booth, whatever you want to call it. To West El Camino Avenue, 1 mile away. That is our exit for the 49er. Very short distance. Another good reason I like that customer. What the hell is that? What is that yellow car? I mean, I don't know if that's like an old Ferrari or something else. Maybe not a jet car, but or maybe someone's customized, you know, like metered kind of car. Who knows? Yeah, it's definitely unique looking, though. That's for sure. I'm guessing it might be like an old Ferrari or. I don't know if it's small enough to be a Lotus. I think that because, yeah, Lotus is, this is a 49er right here on the right, by the way. Pretty good number of trucks still in the parking lot there. What the hell? I do see some spots, not very many, but there are at least a couple of spots open there that I can tell. Now right here is the wash area, so. And if I recall, you can, you know, when you get your wash out, take your parking stub thing in there with you, and they can validate it. All right, looks like we're in luck here. Not much going on here on the 605 for diesel here. It's really not as bad as I would have expected it to be here, to be honest with you. Get my tandems over here as far as I can before I come up to the thing. 4 hours free. Spend $50 or 75 gallons of fuel. Alright, now we watch our header board, make sure we don't hit that yellow post with it. On that. Truck wash. Alright, so I did not it's been a while since I've been here. I don't know what the price is for a washout, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pay out of pocket for it, and I'll get reimbursed for it when you know, wash line only. I'm not sure what this guy's doing, but they do have a washout bay, so I'm gonna go all the way over. This guy's gonna probably get mad. You're not supposed to be here. Yeah, but I'm here for a washout, so I'm not going to the bay. That's what those lines are for, the bay, not for the washout. I'll try to line up my trailer, the back of my trailer with that hose reel there. Should be in the right ballpark when I get there. Oops, I might have gone too far. I don't know. The wavy texture to my mirror makes it hard to make out where I'm at in relation to it. It really screws with my depth perception. Alright, so this would be the washout. I'll let you know how much it costs. Like I said, I'm going to pay out of pocket. We don't have a contract with them. You guys always like to see backing footage, so I'll probably just you know, it's not much more footage to add into here to go from here to a parking spot. So I'll go ahead and we'll finish up when we get into a spot, all right? All right, guys, we are done washing out here. Had a little bit of a snafu here, and it was because of I guess them being short-staffed. Because normally in the past I'd come here and you'd not have to wait behind anybody to go to the washout bay. And the girl inside was telling me I'd need to go back around and get back in line because they only have 2 people working. And yeah, well, you know, I didn't necessarily have to wait in line behind everybody, but don't actually go into the washout bay until we come around this side. I saw a spot over here. These guys are crowded here. I mean, it's Sunday. I can't believe there's this much going on here. Is that one over there? No, I don't know. Is that one open next to Western Express? I thought I saw one open in the other lane earlier, but I can't tell. No, there's a van in this one. What about this one here? Yeah, that one's open. Alright, so we'll park in it. I wanted to make sure I was staying clear of the trash can as well. It should be pretty tight fit there to the trash. No, I got plenty of room there. More room there than I thought. Try to get the back of my trailer lined up with that line back there. That should be good enough. Alright, so that's going to be a wrap on this one here. I said I don't know if I'm going to be here for less than 4 hours or if I'm going to be here till tomorrow. We'll find out. I don't know. Don't have any idea what's going on next for me. So not like I have an abundance of hours to work with. I have just under 8 hours left on my clock right now, on my 70-hour clock. And I get 6:47 back tonight, I mean. But then I get 10:14 back the following night, and then 8:54. So decent recaps coming back, but not a lot between today and tomorrow. So, and I could burn through the ones through the hours today. We'll see how things go, right? So, could end up somewhere up here in this area picking up some kind of produce, which I've done before, like Yuba City or Marysville or somewhere. Could end up going down to Salinas. Could end up going down to Tracy for Lemoore for a Leprino load or something, or even down to Lemoore or Tulare or Turlock. Who knows? There are a number of places I could end up going from here, though. So it's definitely best to just stay put until I know more about what I'm doing next. So that'll be the plan here. Meanwhile, I think I might just grab me a little bite to eat here and then see how things go, right? All right, you all have a great day, and thanks for hanging out watching. We'll see you on the next video, all right? See ya.